Dear students, let us now do converting improper fractions into mixed fractions. Now, ascending and descending order of unlike fractions. Let us now learn how to arrange unlike fractions. What are unlike fractions? Those whose denominators are different. Now, we have to arrange these unlike fractions in ascending or descending order. Ascending means small to big. Badna. Descending means to come down from big to small. Now write the following fractions in ascending order. There are three fractions which are given to you. One is 1 by 4, second is 1 by 5, and the third is 3 by 10. Why are these unlike fractions? Because the denominators 4, 5 and 10 of the three fractions are different. Had they been the same, it would have been like fraction. Now, since the denominators are different, we have to find a common denominator by the LCM method. क्योंकि इनके denominators अलग है, इसीलिए हमें इन तीनों fractions के लिए एक common denominator ढूंढना है और वो method क्या use करेंगे हम LCM method. Now, of the denominators, so 4, 5 and 10, when we take out LCM, we get the answer as 20. Now, LCM of 4, 5 and 10 being 20, what we have to do? We have to first convert these unlike fractions into the like fractions. So we have to make all the denominators same. All the denominators same is the LCM which is found for 4, 5 and 10 which is 20. So all these three denominators have to be made 20. Now 1 by 4 has to become some number by 20. Now 4 and 20, what is the relation between 4 and 20? 4 and 20 is 4 5s are 20. So because 4 times 5 is 20, so the numerator of this fraction 1 by 4 has to be multiplied by the same 5 and then we will get this numerator 5 by 20. Now why are we doing this? Because we have to make the denominator of 1 by 4, 1 by 5 and 3 by 10 the same. In this case 20. Now 1 by 5 is the second fraction in which the denominator is 5. But this denominator 5 has to be made 20. So 5 how much are 20? 5 4s are 20. So similarly, whatever we are multiplying down in the denominator, that same number has to be multiplied in the numerator. So 1 into 4 is 4. So 1 by 5 fraction becomes 4 by 20. Now 1 by 4 and 1 by 5, which are the first and the second fractions, now both have the denominator same. 5 by 20 and 4 by 20, denominator 20 and 20 is the same. Let us go over to the third fraction, 3 by 10. 3 by 10 has got denominator 10 which has to be made 20. So 10 how much are 20? 10 2s are 20. So the same 2 has to be multiplied with 3. So 3 2s are 6. So now we have got three fractions with the same denominator. Since they are like fractions now, how are they like fractions? Because all the three denominators have become the same. That means they have become 20 over here in all the three fractions. As you can see, 5 by 20, 4 by 20 and 6 by 20 are all having the same denominator and they are now like fractions. So we can compare them. After converting them into like fractions only, we have to compare them. And we have to make them in the ascending order. Ascending means from small to big. Now when we have three fractions with the same denominator, what do? We will see which numerator is the lowest. Lowest numerator is 4. Okay. Then comes 5 and then comes 6. So small to big, so 4 by 20, 5 by 20 and then 6 by 20, or the original fractions for this being 1 by 5, 1 by 4 and 3 by 10 will be written. In ascending order, the fractions are arranged from smaller to bigger. What will you compare small to big? The numerators after making all the denominators the same. Okay. In this case, we have 4 as your numerator, which is the least, then 5, then 6. So this is how you will do the required ascending order. Now write the given fractions in descending order. Descending order means big to small. The three fractions are 1 by 5, 3 by 10 and 8 by 15. As you can see, students, the denominators in these three fractions are different. So these three fractions are unlike fractions. They have to be converted into like fractions. So we have to find out the LCM of 5, 10 and 15. Now what is the LCM of 5, 10 and 15? The LCM of 5, 10 and 15 is 30. Okay. LCM of 5, 10 and 15 is 30. So now we have to make these three fractions denominators equal to 30. Now first fraction is 1 by 5. 1 by 5 has to be made by some number by 30. Okay. And similarly the second fraction 3 by 10 has to be made some number, we don't know what this number is, by 30. 8 by 15, which is the third fraction, this new denominator 15 has to be made 30. All the three fractions have to be made like fractions. That means denominator same होना चाहिए. अभी हम क्या करेंगे, इनके denominator same करने के लिए हमें 5 into how much is 30? 6. So 5 6 are 30. So ये जो नीचे हमने 6 मल्टीप्लाई किया, ऊपर भी न्यूमरेटर के साथ 6 ही मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. So 1 6 6. तो आपका फ्रैक्शन पहला वाला बन गया 6 by 30. सेकेंड में 10 एंड 30 का रिलेशन क्या है? 10 3 times 30. So 3 into 3 9 करेंगे. So second fraction becomes 9 by 30. Third one becomes 8 by 15 has to be changed to 15, denominator has to be changed to 30. So 15 into 2 is 30. So 8 2 is 16. So 16 by 30 is the third fraction. So now as you can see, 30, 30 and 30. The denominators are the same in all three fractions. So we have to arrange these fractions in descending order. Now we have descending means big to small. So now since the denominators are the same, we will big to small means which is the biggest number among 16, 9 and 6 is what we will compare. 16, 9 and 6 में सबसे बड़ा कौन सा है? 16 है, तो पहले 16 लिखेंगे. अभी साइंस नहीं डालेंगे, पहले बड़ा नंबर लिखेंगे, फिर the next biggest number is 9, then the last biggest number is 6. Next we have been asked to put it in descending order. Descending order means big to small. So 16 by 30 is greater, then 9 by 30, then 6 by 30. And then you will write original fractions for these, which are actually 16 by 30 is actually 8 by 15. So 8 by 15 is written here, that is greater than 9 by 30. 9 by 30 is your 3 by 10. So 3 by 10 is written next and then 1 by 5. So this is how you will understand your fractions in descending order. In descending order, the fractions are arranged from bigger to smaller. As an example, you can see the four fractions are 6 by 7, 5 by 7, 3 by 7 and 1 by 7. Now, when these four fractions are given to you, you can see that the denominators are the same. That means they are all like fractions. So, when the denominators are the same, then you have to compare the numerators. 6, 5, 3 and 1. Why have we written it in this sequence? Because descending order has been asked. So, descending means bade se chota. So, 6, 5, 3 and 1 will be written like this, and then we will put the comparative sign like this. Okay, that means showing that 6 by 7 is greater than 5 by 7, 5 by 7 is greater than 3 by 7, and 3 by 7 is greater than 1 by 7. Okay. But if the numerators are same, 2 by 3 mein numerator is 2, 2 by 5 mein numerator is 2, 2 by 7 mein numerator is 2, and again 2 by 9 mein numerator is 2. So now what we will compare? We will compare which has the smallest denominator. 3 is smaller, 5, then 7 and then 9. So we will place the comparative sign towards the smallest to biggest. Okay, this is in descending order. If the numerator is the same, okay, in the previous case the denominators were the same, so we were placing from big to small. But here, since the numerators are the same, the denominators have to be compared in the small to big. Okay, and then we place the comparative signs. So this is two things which you need to keep in mind while doing descending and ascending order. Now let us do exercise 8.6. Insert greater than, less than or equal to. Now 5 by 7 and 2 by 5. How will we compare? We have to compare this fraction 5 by 7 with your 2 by 5. So here you can see 5 by 7 denominator is 7 and here 2 by 5 the denominator is 5. So we have to make both these denominators same. If I multiply 7 with 5 I will get 35 here, and if I multiply 5 with 7 I will get 35 here. So both sides I am getting 35 and 35. Now what did I multiply with 7 to get 35? 5. So this numerator 5 should be multiplied with 5 to get the same number 25. So this becomes 25 by 35 and this becomes, you can see here, now see 7 and 5, the both have to be made the same. So this 7 into 5 is 35 and this 5 into 7 is 35. So since with this, see the 5 by 7 fraction we have multiplied denominator में 5, so the same number 5 has to be multiplied with the numerator. So this becomes 25, 25 by 35. Okay, this becomes your first fraction, 25 by 35. The second fraction 2 by 5. 5 into 7 becomes 35. We have to make both the denominators same. So write 35 in the denominator. And what number have been multiplied with 5 to get 35? 7. So that same number has to be multiplied with this 2. 2 into 7 is 14. Now because both these numbers in the denominators are same, 35 and 35, we will compare the numerator which is greater, 25 or 14. 25 is greater, so we will put the comparative sign towards 25 by 35, which original fraction is 5 by 7. This is how you will do the remaining examples. Okay. Now color and compare using greater than or less than or equal to. Now 1 by 8 and 1 by 6, which is greater? 1 by 8 and 1 by 6. Obviously 1 by 6 is greater. Okay. Next B, 1 by 7 or 1 by 8. Because the numerators are the same, so we will put the greater than sign towards the one which is having the lesser denominator. Lesser denominator over here is 7 and the lesser denominator over here is 6. So we are placing the greater than sign towards the lesser denominator. Why? Because the numerators are the same over here, 1 and 1. Okay, similarly over here also numerators are same, 1 and 1. Therefore, we will put it towards the fraction with the lesser denominator. Now, rewrite the fractions in ascending order. इन fractions को आपको ascending order में लिखना है. Now, these three fractions 2 by 5, 3 by 10 and 18 by 20 are unlike fractions. Why? Because the denominators 5, 10 and 20 are not same. We have to make them same. So what is the LCM of 5, 10 and 20? LCM of 5, 10 and 20 is 20. So we have to make all these three fractions with denominators 20. Now how is that done? I have shown it to you over here. 2 by 5 can be made into 8 by 20. 3 by 10 can be made into 6 by 20 and 18 by 20. Now when we compare 8 by 20, 6 by 20 and 18 by 20 where the denominators are the same, see 6 by 20 first, 8 by 20 and 18 by 20. Now we have to arrange the fractions in ascending order. Ascending order means small to big. So our signs will be placed 6 by 20, then 8 by 20. This is how you will place the signs. Okay, and then you will write the final answer with original fractions. What is the original fraction of 18 by 20? It is 3 by 10. So you will write 3 by 10. sorry, what is the original fraction of 6 by 20? It is 3 by 10. So 3 by 10 is less than 2 by 5, which is 8 by 20, and less than 18 by 20. Okay, next. Similarly, you will do B, which is 1 by 2, 1 by 5, and 1 by 7. Here you can see that the numerators are the same. Now, when the numerators are the same, what will you do? You will write, first you write 1 by 2, then you write 1 by 5, and then you write 1 by 7. Now, in ascending order means small to big. Okay, small to big, ascending order. बढ़ना, ascending means बढ़ना, small to big. बट यहाँ पर हमने क्या बोला? हमने बोला कि न्यूमरेटर सेम है, तो वो डिनोमिनेटर जिसका सबसे कम होता है वो बड़ा होता है. ठीक है, तो इन तीनों में से डिनोमिनेटर सबसे कम किसका है? पहले वाला फ्रैक्शन का ये है, तो ये सबसे बड़ा है. ठीक है, बट हमें छोटे से बड़ा दिखाना है, तो ये दिस इज द बिगेस्ट. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद आता है 1 by 5, फिर आएगा आपका 1 by 7 which is the smallest. So how will you show ascending order? Which is smallest to biggest. So 1 by 7 is less than 1 by 5, 1 by 5 is less than 1 by. So ये हो गया आपका small to big. 1 by 7 less than 1 by 5 less than 1 by 2. Okay. Now remaining examples you will do on your own by first taking out the LCM and then solving. Rewrite the fractions in descending order. Be up descending as always big to small.